All right, I don't usually really do product reviews, but I figured this one was worth a shot. This is a lighted insect trap. The concept is very simple. As you can see, it is a sticky trap with a light bulb to attract insects to the warmth and the light, which works great for us because we have a finished basement. Pardon me, I'm filming this while I have a cold, where we get a ton of insects, particularly various spiders, even though it's labeled a flea trap. And I can put sticky traps down, but they only really work right if you happen to put them in the right location and the insects walk across them, usually along the edge of a wall or in a corner. But this actually attracts them. So it does a great job attracting more insects than the other traps I had put down so far. But the problem I ran into is the first light bulb that I put in it started flickering and then burned out rather quickly. I think I had only had this plugged in for a couple days or maybe a week. And when I took it out to see if there was anything wrong with the bulb, I'm going to see if I can zoom in here. I noticed this really strange thing that I've never seen on a light bulb before. There's this little piece. Come on, camera, you can focus. Let me see if I can get this to focus here. There is a little piece of copper wire that looks like it is bridging the gap between the two contacts on the light bulb, and that seems like a fire hazard to me because it would create a short and maybe is what contributed to burning out the bulb. So I guess, quick review in case you don't know how light bulbs work. Let me try and film. That black part there is an insulator, and then there are two metal contacts. This threaded part on the outside that you screw in, and then just the tinier metal contact at the bottom. So normally current would flow into one of those metal contacts, kind of up through the actual bulb filament itself, and then out through the other metal contact, and the black insulator in between them prevents a short circuit that shorts out the bulb. So I have no idea what that piece of copper wire is doing there or how it got there. So I am, excuse me, took this bulb out, and when I went to swap in another one, that has been working for a couple days now without flickering, but I'm going to pause filming so I can take that one out. So here's the extra bulb I just took out, and you can see this bulb also has a little piece of copper wire stuck to it, but it's in a different location. It's up here at the top, so it's not close enough to the bottom contact to create a short. So that made me wonder, okay, are they all like this? So I grabbed another bulb out of the box, which I haven't tested yet, but this one does not have that piece of wire that I see anywhere, although it does sort of have this sort of messy spot that looks like it was soldered or something up towards the top. So I don't know if this wire is kind of some remnant from the manufacturing process or contamination of some sort. Maybe like a piece of the, if you look inside, it kind of looks like the filament, so maybe it's a piece of the filament that just somehow wound up outside the bulb. And then in the case of this one, somehow wound up down there at the bottom, causing that short. I checked inside the socket. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this with the lighting, but it's not like there's just like a loose piece of wire in there that's breaking off and getting stuck to the bulbs when I screw them in. So again, not totally sure how that happened, hoping it's an isolated incident with that one bulb, but again, wanted to point that out in case it's a fire hazard and maybe somebody who knows more about, again, excuse me, sorry if I'm losing my voice, knows more about light bulbs or how they're made or something, could leave a comment below this video. If it's helpful and has an explanation, I will pin it. The other thing I thought about is checking the product. You know, this is clearly made in China. It says so at the bottom. Sometimes products will have like a fake Underwriters Laboratory logo on them to indicate safety testing or something. This one does not. It has that CE and ROHS. I forget. I know ROHS I think is related to European standards about hazardous materials. I forget what the CE is for, but there's no Underwriters Laboratories safety testing sticker or anything. So I think these are pretty popular on Amazon and they work great, but might be a bit of a fire hazard. So if you do buy one, maybe check the bulbs for that little bit of wire before you plug them in to make sure you don't have a short. Thank you.